Welcome to my healthcare channel. Dear friend, do you believe that with just a warm towel placed at the right spot and at the right time, a man's desire can be switched back on, even after the age of 60? It might sound simple, but science has shown that for most men over 60, blood circulation and hormonal activity tend to decline with age. However, there are certain special areas on the body that, when properly warmed, can stimulate the sexual nervous system, increase testosterone production, and naturally restore the feeling of intimacy. I'm Dr. Samuel Grant. Throughout many years working alongside men entering the second half of life, I've come to realize this. What truly makes the difference isn't medication or fancy clinics, but understanding your body and making simple adjustments to everyday habits. In today's video, I'll share with you a traditional yet reliable method, now explained through the lens of modern medicine, to help reignite male vitality. And especially at the end of the video, I'll reveal a secret time window when applying warmth can double the effectiveness of this technique in enhancing sexual function. Before we begin the main content, allow me to send you a warm handshake and a heartfelt greeting. Where are you watching this video from? Please share in the comment section below. I would love to know where this community of men actively taking care of their sexual health is growing across the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell today so you won't miss any valuable information on male health after 50. Now, let's start with the very first spot, where just a light touch of warmth could reopen the flow of energy that once seemed to fade away. Part 1. Warming the perineum, a natural way to support blood flow to the genital area. The perineum, the area between the anus and the base of the penis, is a convergence point for numerous nerves and small blood vessels directly connected to erectile function and male sexual sensitivity. According to modern medicine, this is one of the body's most sensitive physiological areas, acting like a central hub between the circulatory and sexual nervous systems. When you apply warmth to this location, the thermal effect helps dilate blood vessels and stimulate blood flow into the pelvic region. This not only enhances sensitivity, but also supports erectile strength and naturally boosts sexual desire. Stimulating the perineum becomes especially important for older men. After the age of 50, blood circulation often starts to weaken. The reduced blood supply to the genital area can lead to difficulties with erections, diminished sensation, and a fading sense of connection in intimate relationships. To apply this method, simply prepare a soft towel or warm compress heated to around 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. Sit comfortably on a chair, then gently place the towel on your perineum and keep it there for 5 to 7 minutes. Throughout the process, try to breathe evenly and relax your body to enhance circulation and neural signaling. When you maintain this habit daily, you may begin to notice positive changes, such as increased genital sensitivity, improved erectile response, and a deeper sense of relaxation throughout the body. These are foundational to restoring male vitality in later years. However, the perineum isn't the only spot that can reactivate the flow of sexual energy. In the next part, I'll show you another area that's often overlooked, but plays a surprising role in restarting hormonal activity, a key factor in sustaining masculine vitality naturally and sustainably. Dear friend, if you're still watching at this point in the video, I'm truly glad, because it means you genuinely care about your masculine vitality. Please leave the number 1 in the comments below so I know you're still here with me. Part 2. Warming the lower abdomen, supporting the function of the reproductive glands and male hormones. The lower abdomen, located just below the navel, is one of the key areas directly related to male sexual function. This is not only where many blood vessels nourishing the pelvic region are concentrated, but it also lies close to the reproductive glands, the organs responsible for producing the hormone testosterone, which largely determines a man's sexual vitality. When you apply just the right amount of heat to this area, the body responds by dilating local blood vessels, thereby improving blood circulation and stimulating metabolic activity at the reproductive glands. As a result, endogenous testosterone levels can be maintained more stably, something especially crucial for middle-aged and older men when natural hormones begin to decline. Many clinical studies have shown that improving blood flow to the lower abdomen not only enhances the ability to produce testosterone, but also helps sustain sexual desire, supports erectile function, stabilizes mood, and improves sleep quality. To apply this, you can prepare a warm towel or heating pad at a temperature of about 40 degrees C. Then gently place it over the lower abdomen, precisely the area just below the navel, for about 7 to 10 minutes. The ideal time to warm this area is when the body is relaxed, and you should avoid doing it right after eating or after intense physical activity. The habit of warming the lower abdomen not only brings clear physiological benefits, but also helps relieve discomfort and tightness in this area, a common symptom in men with pelvic circulation issues. However, if you think that warming only the lower abdomen is enough, then the approach is still not complete. There is another area often overlooked, the lower back, where many nerves that control sexual reflexes originate. In the next section, I'll guide you on how to warm this area to significantly improve neural transmission and sexual sensation, key elements in restoring male confidence and performance. Part 3. Warming the lower back, supporting nerve transmission and enhancing sexual reflexes. The lower back, specifically the lumbar region, is home to many nerve branches that extend to the pelvis and genital area. These nerves act as a signal transmission system between the brain and the sexual organs, coordinating sensation, controlling reflexes, and enabling erections. For men over 50, issues like lower back muscle tension, prolonged sitting, poor posture, or spinal degeneration are not uncommon. These factors can compress nerve roots, disrupting the transmission of sexual signals, thereby weakening reflexes, reducing sensation, and causing a silent decline in sexual desire. Warming the lower back can help relax the muscles surrounding the spine, reduce pressure on the nerves, and simultaneously stimulate blood flow to the nerve roots associated with sexual function. When these nerves recover, sexual reflexes and sensations become sharper and more natural. To achieve good results, you can lie down or sit back in a relaxed position and place a warm towel or heating pad on your lower back for about 10 minutes. If possible, combine this with light knee bends or deep breathing exercises to further relax the nervous system. This is a simple step, but offers great restorative value. It helps re-establish the flow of signals between the central nervous system and the genital area, forming a foundation for maintaining sexual function naturally and sustainably. However, proper care of the right areas alone is not enough. Another major factor affecting the outcome, yet often overlooked, is the timing of the application. In the next part, I'll share how to choose the right biological time window, when the body is most receptive and responsive to warming treatments, so you can optimize the effectiveness of your sexual function recovery every day. If you're still watching this video at this point, thank you for staying with me this far. I truly appreciate it. Please leave the number 3 in the comments below so I know I'm not speaking alone. Part 4. Choosing the right time to apply heat, harnessing circadian rhythm to optimize sexual function. The human body operates according to a certain circadian cycle, also known as the internal biological clock. At specific times of day, physiological functions such as blood circulation, hormone production, and nervous system activity shift in intensity following a stable rhythm. For middle-aged and older men, choosing the right time to apply heat can enhance the body's ability to absorb warmth and optimize biological responses, especially those related to sexual and hormonal mechanisms. According to clinical observations, there are 2 ideal time windows for applying heat. In the morning from 6 to 8 a.m., the body has just awakened, blood pressure hasn't peaked, blood vessels remain flexible, and testosterone levels begin to rise again. In the evening from 6 to 8 p.m., the day's stress has subsided, blood circulation to the pelvic area becomes more favorable, and the body enters a recovery state. Applying heat during these times not only helps blood vessels dilate more easily, but also makes the nerves more sensitive, and the signal transmission to the genitals becomes stronger and more effective than at other times of the day. In particular, if you maintain this habit at the same time every day, the body will gradually memorize and re-establish a stable physiological rhythm, a perfect condition for sustainable recovery without depending on complicated medical interventions. However, choosing the right time is just one part of the recovery journey. In the next section, I'll guide you through a very simple supportive technique, just a few minutes a day, but it can powerfully activate the nervous system and significantly enhance the sexual benefits you experience from the warming method. Part 5. Combining deep breathing, boosting genital nervous system activity during heat application. When you apply heat, the warmth helps dilate blood vessels and promote circulation. However, if you simultaneously combine it with a simple, proper, and rhythmic breathing technique, the recovery effects on sexual function can increase significantly. Breathing is a natural regulatory tool of the nervous system. When you breathe slowly, deeply, And evenly, the body activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for inducing relaxation, boosting hormone secretion, and supporting sexual reflexes. In older men, as the central and peripheral nervous systems tend to slow down, deep breathing during heat application helps re-establish the connection between the brain and the genitals. This is a key factor in restoring sexual reflexes and desire naturally. One technique you can apply is the 4-2-6 breathing method. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, gently feeling your belly rise. Then hold your breath for 2 seconds to stabilize chest pressure. Finally, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds, allowing the body to gradually release stress. Repeating this breathing cycle consistently throughout the warming process, ideally for 5 to 10 minutes, will help synchronize your biological rhythm, support the improvement of sexual reflexes, and lead to deeper sleep. However, all efforts may become less effective if you overlook the final step, the rest phase after heat application. This is the key point that consolidates the entire progress you've built from the beginning until now. Part 6. Resting after heat application, the often overlooked phase of sexual recovery. Right after applying heat, the body enters a special state called reception. This is when the circulatory, endocrine, and nervous systems begin adjusting to the thermal stimulus that has just occurred. However, many people underestimate this phase, or do it incorrectly, causing the positive effects to be significantly reduced. Once the perineum, lower abdomen, or lower back has been warmed, blood vessels dilate, nerves become more sensitive, and the production of endogenous hormones begins to activate. If you engage in intense physical activity, use electronic devices, eat, or enter a state of stress immediately afterward, the positive effects you just achieved may be interrupted, or even canceled out entirely. The best way to support your body's continued recovery is to maintain a relaxed position for 10 to 15 minutes after the heat application. During this time, avoid speaking, avoid exposure to electronic screens, and refrain from mentally demanding activities. If conditions allow, you can end the session with a short nap or simply listen to a gentle piece of music so that the nervous system can remain in a relaxed state. It is in this seemingly simple moment that the body is actually able to reinforce the biological rhythm, promote hormonal regulation, and maintain a natural, long-lasting sense of arousal. Proper rest is not just the final step, it is a crucial link that ensures the entire recovery process reaches its full potential. Dear friend, we have just explored a method that may seem simple, just warming the body, but in fact, it holds the power to activate delicate self-repair mechanisms within the male body. From choosing the right location for heat application, timing it with your biological rhythm, combining it with deep breathing techniques, to resting correctly, each small step contributes to improving blood circulation, regulating the nervous system, and stimulating hormonal activity in a natural and safe way. No need for medications. No need for invasive procedures. As long as you remain consistent and believe in it, a man's vitality does not disappear with age. It is simply waiting to be awakened in the right way. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss future insights on men's health after 50. I'm Dr. Samuel Grant. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Wishing you lasting health, abundant energy, and confidence to take charge of your life every day. See you in the next video.